On the horn with us, we've got an old friend of ours, Kiah Twisselman, who has been a part of our lives for a very long time. And then one day, not too long ago, we're looking at People magazine, and holy cow, there's Kiah. What the heck happened?
I couldn't even believe it. She's in People magazine, and she's just like a totally, just like superstar now. You were being interviewed on national TV. I mean, this is just crazy.
Did you do Good Morning America as well, Kiah?
I did. And Access Hollywood this week.
Wow.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the reason why in the article is that you've lost, how much weight was it? Over 120 pounds?
Over 125 pounds now.
Wow.
That's crazy. Okay, so what is the length of time? When did you kind of start this health journey?
Sure. So I started my health journey October 1st of 2018. So it hasn't been quite 2 years, but in that first year, I lost 103 pounds.
My goodness. And that was done just with X-Lax. Isn't that right, Kiah? Is that what you told me? She was just taking the X-Lax.
Don't listen to Lee Cruz's weight loss advice.
Never. Oh, Kiah, don't even get me started on the questionable diets he's been on lately, because he wants to lose maybe 10 pounds, but he's found that insurmountable. So I don't know if you will understand.
Yeah.
It's been super difficult for him. You'll never understand how hard it is, Kiah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So walk us through it. So there had to be a reset in your head first and foremost, right? That's where it really begins.
Absolutely. So the reason why I know you guys, first of all, is because, I used to live in Kentucky and I worked for the Kentucky Beef Council. So Lee and Hayley, I would just like to say thank you for preparing me for my big media debut, because I got to do TV with you guys first. So thank you. When I was at the Kentucky Beef Council, I had the great opportunity of representing Kentucky's cattle farmers and talking about beef's role in a healthy diet and lifestyle. And I felt really hypocritical because I knew I wasn't walking the talk.
Yeah.
And when I decided, I think I'm ready to make a change here, the biggest difference this time was that I wasn't just focusing on, okay, how do I need to move my body differently? How do I need to eat differently? But it was really about, how do I need to think differently about this? And for the first time, it was more about coming from a place of self-love and loving myself enough to be willing to show up and do the hard thing, instead of from a place of, I don't like myself, and that's why I'm going to punish myself to weight loss. So a lot of the work, and most of the work, really was mental and mindset. And I know people look at me and they say, wow, your weight loss transformation is incredible. You look so great. But it's, I wish people could see my mind, because hands down, that is where the greatest transformation has been made.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, because you were so beautiful before, you're beautiful now. But yeah, that's so important to point out that weight loss for a lot of people, especially, at this level, losing more than 125 pounds, it is an internal change too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even more so than the physical. And I think that without that internal change, the physical change is going to be harder, but it's also not going to be sustainable. And I think that's why a lot of people face these yo-yo diets. They'll go on a diet, they'll lose the weight. But the truth is that if you can't love yourself right now, exactly where you're at, no amount of weight loss is going to make you love yourself either. And so unless you do that mental work, those changes, the physical change, isn't going to be something that's long-term and sustainable.
Well, listening to her talk, I realized there is absolutely no hope for me at all.
Right.
Because I loathe myself so much, Kiah. So
it's very dark.
It's over. I might as well throw the towel in.
Yeah.
Golly.
We got to get Little Debbie on as a sponsor,
Yeah.
hostess, all of those.
But you know what, Kiah? I want to hear from you on this. You must have inspired so many people. And here's why I say that. You were so good at your job as the representative and spokesperson for the Kentucky Beef Council. And I always loved our encounters because it didn't matter what kind of curveball I threw at you. You could roll with it, and you were so fantastic and so well spoken about the qualities that the audience needed to hear about the product. And so now you can translate that into this life story that's got to inspire people. Tell me about what you've done.
It's been really incredible. And what's really interesting is, before because I battled with obesity my entire life for 25 years. And, when I struggled with that weight, I always really resented it. And I resented being overweight. I resented, my circumstances, and I saw it as a curse. And now on this side of things, I'm really able to look back and say, say, being obese for 25 years of my life was probably the greatest blessing because, I was able to really grow as I walked through that struggle, and it's made me the person that I am now. And now it's giving me this purpose of being able to, empower so many other people to love themselves, to health and happiness too. Yeah. And before I even came out, formally as a coach, it was so amazing to see that me taking time for myself really gave people that were close to me permission to do the same. And so one of my best friends lost over 50 pounds. Wow. My brother lost over 50 pounds. Wow. My close friends and family were affected by just, watching me go through this. And now to be able to share that and the mental tools that I learned along the way with this even larger platform, across the country and across the world, it's so rewarding, and I am just so honored that I'm able to use my own struggle to really help other people walk through theirs.
We couldn't be prouder of you. We couldn't be more proud to know you, and just so happy for you, and so happy for the people that are going to get to hear your story.
I love this girl.
I do too, and we're still mad you left us.
I know. I always crack up thinking about Lee, and I'm surprised you didn't already make the joke, Lee, but you always joke about how my name.
I know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite wrestling move. It's called the Kiah Twisselman.
Oh, yes. Oh.
I love it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you so much for talking to us, and we're so excited for you. So if people want to follow you, are some of your social accounts public already?
Yeah, so if you want to find out more about coaching, you can visit CoachKiah.com. Okay. Check me out on Instagram. That's my favorite platform, but I'm also on Facebook as Coach Kiah.
Okay, perfect.
Well,
we'll drive people to that.
And we'll get to visit with you again, and we are, as Hayley said, so very proud of you. Kiah, thank you so much for letting us talk to you for a little bit and share your story.
Thanks, I appreciate it.